Alright, let's see how our attacks that actually went through this time, I hope, worked out. We managed to sweep 71 mines and did not lose anything or damage anything, so all of them. There were just 11 mines at the war point in Eridani. After I waited until I had enough mines, because we had 1,000 mines. And then another 58 mines in Cydonia, both in Cydonia. Oh, once the war point, once the planet's different coordinates, okay. Okay, a bunch of colonies, and let's look at the common log. Common in Cydonia was just after jumping through the minefield, the empty common replay. Kantarans, managed to destroy the drones, he managed to destroy 2 of mine, that's fine. We lost the planet, he erased the planet that we captured, huh? Oh well. And here the E planet. We lost 1 battleship. Let's look at it. He's moved his fleet away. And we just lost the same 1 battleship as in the simulation to the wave motion guns on the planet. These are armed. There's some point defense on there. I'm going to catch a little bit of fire before hitting the planet here. There's a dead ship. 2 more damaged. And now all our guns are in range. And should disarm as well. Oh yeah, I still have the disarm strategy on for these. I should have put it to glass. Okay, and they're just chasing the whatever. The 1 frigate that's here. The mine layer. Alright. And we raised another Kantaran planet down in Eridani, so that went through as well. Conquered 2 worlds in Aldebaran. That we meant to conquer last turn already. I guess one of these got raised immediately by the Kantarans again. Probably chasing one of the ships that I had there. Alright. Everything is going according to plan. Let's check out the other lists. Anything happening here? Obtain information on a planet Algenab. 2 weapon platforms, so no heavy defenses there. Another planet in Cygnus, or a planet in Cygnus. 5 facilities, does not sound like it's undomed. 137 million pop. Yeah, that is breathable and tiny. Just 20 troops. Doesn't look like he has weapon platforms in his backline, which suggests to me that he's quite vulnerable to being surprise warp point opened. Research. Admod plant level 5. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Now we can hit the funny upgrade button. Now we're gonna dump everything in shields for a turn. 68k points. At least 3 more levels. First phase shield generator. Getting unlocked with level 10. Yeah, nice. Let's go look here, Cydonia. We fully swept those minefields as well as this one. Here's just his mining ships. Question is, where is his fleet? Oh, he finally used his fleet to actually attack the Slurpanor. Instead of just sitting there next to each other for 20 turns. Oh no. Yeah. The icon was just offset. Okay. Planet was undefended before. I cannot see if there's any. No, I can't open the detail view here. I cannot see if there's any defenses on here. 24 ships, 45 drones. Did any die? Yeah. 15 drones and 2 ships. So we had some platforms there. Okay, we have to change their fleet to not only disarm but actually destroy planets. Actually, I'm just going to set this to optimal range. There's no reason to use specifically attack planets. Go back to the default strategy. Okay. Attack, move their ones, and then you can try to chase that fleet down. Give a couple orders. I think it was 2 ships called the same. Here's another fleet there. If they combine, they're more of a threat, but I think not enough of a threat to actually be able to take on Zeta fleet. I'm at about half supplies. Would be great if I could restock supply at one of my allies' places, like this one. Do you have a resupply depot? You do not. And I cannot see if you have resupply in your cargo. Alright. He's certainly not going to be idle with these ships. He's going to move them around, and I might just not be able to catch them. He might be going for that planet next, who knows. He might be trying to combine with these, just get away from my fleet. Okay, let's go look at Aerodani first. Down here we raced at one planet. I think it was just pretty much a standard defense. There is a fleet here, and he has better ships. BB4s. But otherwise a similar fleet, 26 ships, some drones. Whereas my little Doomstack here has how many ships? 81? 72 and 81 drones. Yeah. This much stuff, I don't think I need to fear the confrontation with the E here. Does he have particularly heavy defenses? Yes. That is 17 weapon platforms. Anti-pucks. Anti-puck 5s. Repucks are his wave motion guns. Maybe his anti-puck 5. He's switched back to building anti-puck 5s because they are what more DPS. Show me enemy unit designs. He doesn't use design types, okay. Platforms are gonna be down here. Repucks, 2 large mounted wave motion guns. 700 extra HP. Anti-puck 5. Well, I would assume that anti-puck 5 means it's a direct upgrade from these, but the truth is, the designs we don't have, for once. Can we see if he has upgraded his anti-proton beam tech? Or any other tech that he has in here? Are PD beams 3 the max already? I think I have max PD now. Did he upgrade shields or armor? Combat sensors, quite potentially. It might just be combat sensors upgrade. Let's check that tech. Are anti-proton beams upgraded? Energy stream weapons show us level 7 for him. And level 6 for him. Wait, is it energy stream weapons? Or was that the name for the laser tech field? No, it was the right one. Lasers is focused energy, okay. Now I forgot what it said for the E. 6. So he might still just have level 5. Alright. Check the comparisons, tech levels. There was a little bit in tech. They still have how many research points after all? Yeah, some 25k, assuming these are still applying if the Gulag doesn't riot. Maybe not anymore. My ally hasn't been making much progress with his 2 attack fleets dead. Kantarans hang on to the alive, the last 12 planets and some early game resource and research generation amounts. Alright. So he raised that planet that I conquered last turn, that still had a decent amount of population on it. Too bad. I'm not going to be able to take on 2 Gommers with the couple drones that are in here. They have too much PD for that. So there's nothing for you to do but go home. You're going to leave your troops there because if you spend time trying to collect these, they will catch up to you. 2 more Gommers here. You can go and collect your troops though. Mm-hmm. Now the Gommers probably just got built. Interesting that he still has the money to build stuff. Maybe he's getting support from his allies. I don't think they have very many resources to spare either though. And he's not getting technological support for some reason. Wouldn't be surprised if it was the Katarans themselves turning that down. Okay, I'm going to move all these. Except for the Licinius. Go and join this place. Using an attack move order so they don't get scared off. And then I can reinforce this fleet and they can take care of the rest of the Kantaran targets in the system. Okay, what do we got here? You do rats. Wouldn't be surprised if he's just going to raise these 2 in this turn. I wouldn't be able to stop him, and it's not a bad thing if he doesn't. This place unfortunately doesn't have a resupply depot. You know ordnance storage. You yes. Including a massive shield unit is hanging on for dear life. There's not much left of it. Just lean on it and it explodes. Fortunately, no defenses. The battleships are already right next to it. Is there one here that I could capture? Yes, there is. I might be able to capture that as a even more forward base than the last forward base some 12 tiles ago. Hey, look at this. All the drone groups made it here. All of them? Not all of them, but many. The Sponsiano still has much supply remaining. What happened with these groups? They apparently managed to pull their 400 supplies. And then they only moved 1 tile. Whereas others moved where they were supposed to go. Because they're now fully supplied after reaching the resupply depot. Well, they still have all 16 moves, so whatever, just have them go there as well. Have the Sponsianos go there as well. And then head to 8.3. And everything's fine. Shipyard coming in to play here. Yep. What are you building? Nothing. because you don't have people. Okay. First of all, before we mess around with our queues, let's unfilter this to all. Hit the upgrade button. Now we have a lot of upgrade value improvement plans. The research center upgrades are probably still queued from before. Upgrade atmospheric modification. That is the one I wanted to see. There's still any domed planets that do not have their atmod planned at the top of the list. You are building an Orexon, you've already started on it. I guess we can wait on that. You probably not have the requisite 30 turns. You need to change your atmo anyway. You do not have one in the first place because you're methane. Okay, you're just waiting for methane migration. You're not waiting for atmo conversion. You also waiting for methane migration. It's a planet that needs migration in general. I don't think empty planets get migration. I will need to carry them there. This place has a cuter. God, it takes a while. 30 turns. Yeah, 4K construction rate is low shit. It takes a while. Also going to do it after your platform. Oh, this place still has drones. Queue, you're still queuing it. Very nice. You also have it. You do not have one. You're also waiting for methane migration. You're on repeat build. Or the upgrades will disappear from the repeat build. That's fine. Same here. Actually, once you have the atmosphere conversion on, you do not want to build more mines. You want to fill up your facility space, so turn off repeat build on these two. And these are just building out more plants. Anew in the first place. And this is the one that is under construction, already being upgraded. I always thought that it would reschedule it and now take 12 turns, but apparently even the partial progress will remain. That's nice. Okay. There is a bunch of stuff not building anything. And that is before we even started queuing it, that we have only 6k resources, 6k minerals that is, remaining for this turn. That's partially because we've taken a few of the planets that were idle before and gave them upgrade orders just now, with the value improvement plans and atmo plans and such. Yeah, whatever. It'll still be fine for a little bit, as long as I don't try to obsessively refit my entire fleet in only a couple ships at once. I will be able to make do with this for a couple turns, even if it dips into the negative, and then I can just go and redirect my research to economics again. To literally economics. So happiness, the environment, also essentially a production bonus. Logistics does resupply generation, right? Diplomacy is the trade. That was not worth it, we figured. But economics certainly is. Logistics was the maintenance reduction. That one is also very much worth it. Expense number one. All right. The Licinius that dropped its mines here is going to be here now, and I was going to go to this world, snag some people, snag like 20, and relocate them there. Drop, pop. And then you can park yourself next to the warp point again to be ready to collect the mines. Okay, and they're all going to wait at waypoint 3. These are going to arrive first, these two support ships there. I'm going to leave one of these battleships behind to make sure they don't get destroyed by anything. He just decides that he wants to have one of his bombers go through the warp point while I only have the freighters there. Might end badly. Okay, what do we do with all these drones? I know that they can raise entire systems, so I could just have these all go and attack the planet. They're certainly fast enough to reach the planet over here from there. They're 29 ones, so they're only half the group, and their planet was heavily defended, so just go to the warp point for now. Eagle, Eagle, do your ice keeping. Anything pass through here that we need to be aware of? No. What's that? Just looked like one of his freighters. Whatever. There's two Jews and two newcomers. To join the front lines, as desperate as they are. There's 5 battleships in the system. And I repeat, these battleships are not bad designs. They're effective. He just doesn't have enough of them. Okay, Thrax here. Join the fleet. Well, it's still busy, just upgrading itself. Don't need to obsessively queue anything after this anymore, not if I'm a little bit short on minerals. I can have them go idle for part of a turn. Okay, who's going to take care of my mineral problems? 2, 3, 4, 5. You are made for that one, are you? Actually, you can load that pop. That's fine. And that's the only one I could build here this turn. Okay, you upgraded. Just don't have it reflected in your name yet. Okay. What I want to do is queue up colonizers for this system. Let's just queue up an ice and a rock for the 2 bravers here. One is a gas giant, so it's not that big. That one too. One ice, one rock, please. No, you are still busy. You are finishing this turn. You are new though. Ice and a rock. Okay, a third one then. I mean, this one is huge. There's no immediately next best world in here. Nothing in here has ruins or anything. We did actually have the planets in here mostly colonized. Go take that huge planet there with 150 rats. Well, not that we need the rats right now. Another ice, please. Oh wait, you need to upgrade yourself. You don't queue that, okay. Then there's 3 new planets in this system. Just 3 Ikyak, 1 on Rollo. That's the last down here. Yes. We had intelligence in the system, so you're gonna be an intel compound too. Start with a yard, since you're in a relatively central location down here for the south. Go this way, go that way. And because I will just speed up your construction, build a pattern. Build the intel centers. Data bank. And police troops. Okay, take care of these. You're nothing special. You are waiting for migration. In the meantime, you can build an IPP. Your troops, I can just queue them. If nothing else, I get a notification that they can't fit on the planet. And start with a central computer. I can start with a research computer. Research center. Alright. Research. And queue troops here, didn't I? You are above the rats cutoff, are you? Also really waiting for my plane migration first though. So start building a pattern and hope that you get migration along the way. Also going to cheap out on the yard here. Since this is just a small world. Research mining is already taken care of. Okay, plan itself has to do. Then this one still needs repairs. Malfodor stay in place 1 turn longer. So have the notification there. A bunch of these drone groups that I've finished. Send these down to Pelagia to collect themselves there. There's going to be a few of those, just as many as I launched before. The system I already took care of. Are there any launched here? Sometimes it's a little harder to see if you have anything launched with the transparent icons of the updated flag set. But we can make do. Okay. We already have orders. Here was one. You want orders? Put on a Rexen then. Okay. Priscus, you in here. You were going to build a mining station, please. Oh, I never turned off emergency build on this thing. Fruits means it's going to take a while, but if it's going to take a while anyway, just build the finished station. Once it's done, it'll not be a year difference between these two. Oh well. Also, it might be faster to recycle the ship and build a new one, and then build the station. Already took care of that. Not this one. Okay, what do we got here? You upgrade yourself. Head towards Draconis. I'm also going to end the turn there, that's fine. These look like they just got built. I upgraded you last turn while I was launching all the drones. Think of it as drones here as well. They can also go to Draconis. You need to build what? What are the other ones building? Right. I was syncing them all up, so that next turn I could start a big project together. So I will just build something that takes one turn, like one more of such drones. These are pious drones I'm building. Am I building pious drones? I'm building Didios here. They're also getting on the planet. Oh yeah, okay. Pious that are in orbit must have just been passed by. These are re-upgraded King Falcons. That one isn't. Honestly, you can just go to your next place. Okay, you can't. Go there. Slot in your extra gun or whatever you had. Well, you won't reach that, will you? Whatever. Go to waypoint 1 and upgrade yourself, and you'll just be a little late. Much like you had originally planned. You as well? You are already upgraded. Okay. Much like the other one, this one also needs another turn to repair the station. This is the Wobblofus, which is surprisingly full on mines. Still building a bunch, but it is largely full. Okay, let's go. Load the remaining mines I could build this turn, and send this thing towards my most important front, which would probably be the one down here, into the E home systems. So let's have you go towards Draconis. Actually move, cut one off there. Just in case you lose a movement point, just do the load order or something. And in 7 turns you'll ask us again about what to do with your life. Thrax, down on Draconis, please. Let's with the shipyards here. Building stuff, you can just start on Orexen. Alright. One thing that I want to do is make a battleship design or dreadnought design that is using the specific bombardment guns. Okay, I'm also going to remove that one. The anti-cargo smart bombs, because they might be an option to allow us to bombard planets that we couldn't otherwise. I'm still worried by my allies' loss of his 2 fleets to just weapon platforms, concentrated weapon platforms in the Gurak space. Smart bombs are direct fire, so they can't get shot down by point defense, and they are very long range. See, even a level 1 gun here, albeit with a massive mount, has 130 range. If I level this up, it'll go up to, I believe, up to 230 range, which is the longest range direct fire weapon. It's outside of the range of wave motion guns. So I could have a bunch of dreadnoughts. I don't know, 10 is probably enough to bombard planets at their maximum range and stay out of the range of anything else. So if something else takes care of the orbiting or defending fleet first, I can then send in bombardment ships with this with these weapons. They just need to have above, what is it, the maximum range that wave motion guns can get, 180 or something like that. Alright, since these have only 130 range, I am not going to put these on a design right now. There's still the classic I have problems breaking planets option, the napalm, which is very high DPS. Has a disadvantage that you need to go into range of the planet. Their range is not that impressive. Level 7 it's at 120. But at massive mounts, they're very small. They do take a decent amount of ordnance though. But they are absolutely devastating. See, if they do 2k damage, and it's more than 2k, it's between 2 and 3k. If you have, how many of these can I fit here? I have some 500, 600 kilotons of weapon space on an average ship, right? On average dreadnought. So I can fit 12 of these. That's 24k damage every 5 seconds. The last shielded planet I bombarded had, I believe, the one in Cydonia, 15, 16k shield points. And that is the Alpha Strike from just one ship. Imagine if you had a couple of these. 4 ships need to do 100k damage to a planet. 8 ships need to do 200k. It's more HP than most planets have. At that point, you're basically just suffering each other's Alpha Strikes. You lose a ship or 2, maybe 3, to the wave motion guns or whatever the planet has. And then you just immediately nuke the planet with napalm. Let's try it. The advantage of the smart bomb is not necessarily that it leaves planets otherwise undefended, so that you can invade them, although that's also an advantage that they have. The advantage is that they don't shoot against facilities or people or the supplies on the planet, which otherwise tank a lot of shots that these napalm will hit. Set the point defense guns there. Retouch these. Fill the second layer. Why not fill it? Yeah, whatever. This is fine. And chuck in some extra ordnance storage. Actually, chuck in a real gun too. Just give me a meson blaster or something. When I level 1, give me an APB. Fine if it's just large mounted. And 30 kilotons of ordnance storage. And this is our new planet killer. Let's look. What do we name this thing? Put this a little farther to the side again. I don't want to call this the what is it, the Valdor class that was still open. We have to reserve that for another space combat ship. Misery class, that would be appropriate for anybody hit by this thing. Call it the Imperial Hawk, but Hawk's more or less taken by just all destroyers, plasma missile destroyers. Or Firebird or Firestorm would be appropriate for Firebird. Strat. Shoot planets first. Type. Bombardment. Okay. A bit light on the ordnance, but as we just mused, it's often enough to shoot planets a couple times with ships like this. So I don't necessarily need to max level for bombardment weapons, 2k per level, and get those high level cargo bombs. I can just overkill it all with napalm. I'm fine with that. I'm still not going to queue one or two of these here if I am going to build these. I'm just going to take one of my little yard stations and build 6 of them at once, so that they're actually effective. Okay, what do we get here? Are you upgraded? You are. Go down to Draconis, please. You know what, you go down to Draconis as well. You're not going to build what we just designed, you're just going to build Norexans, since there's just 2 yards free in the system. I don't care about checking the other ones right now. Energy 2. You can reach that, right? Can you also reach one past it? Yes, good. Means you have enough movement to refit yourself. So you're there. No, actually, you will replace your guns if you do that. Which means the other ones are cheaper. Just refit yourself to a regular as the Deridex. Go to Pelagia. Pelagia. Go straight to Draconis. And then there's the fleet here. Alright, this one is undamaged, has no damage stuck in it. The Thorax can go home, it's almost empty. Just moving here. I mean, we never had a resupply depot in the Draconis system, so a lot of these things are not exactly full on supplies. And if after this thing spent a turn or 3 in fleet, it's already rebalanced its stores and mostly emptied the ones it has. Okay. Also some drones here that are missing ordnance. But he has the same 350, 360 as they do. So you go home. Fetch new supplies. Where's the resupply depot in here? There it is. Usually have it in the same place as the spaceport. Spaceport, is it? No, but not this time. These are not going to intercept us, and they're probably not going to catch up to you as well. I mean, maybe if he sends drones after you. But he doesn't know that I've detached this ship this turn. So go there. Is there an upgrade for you? I don't think so, right? No. See more, I missed you. Sinius, still nothing to do without a planet here that we own, and we're not in the business of trying to own more planets at this point in time. We're in the business of raising them. Going home, just upgraded these 2 and then left them here to rot. Don't we have a repair ship coming? Well, maybe someday. I need to have a scout or 2 in the system. I thought I already sent one through. Unless I do not see a scout in the system. Did we lose it? Did I lose a frigate? No. No, we did not. It head the wrong way. Nothing I can see here. Just regular reinforcements. This is an eagle. Well, you can go take up position next to the war point here. The one next to the war point here. and go into, what is it, this place? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That place. You can go into that place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can reach both of these warp points within their scanner range. That's what I wanted. Okay, but didn't we not have a second scout that was waiting next to the warp point here? That had given orders to fly a little curve and then go through. Check the movement log. That one. It's flying a little curve. It's going through. And there's the fleet. He has eyes on there, okay. But I never saw our little scout. Not arrive in the system anyway. See in this? Maybe he did warp first and died to the minefield. I would get a notification for that, wouldn't I? Yeah, and what was it, miscellaneous? It would say encountered a minefield and lost one ship, sire. What is it? Space Empires giveth and Space Empires taketh away. In this case, it hath taketh away one of my scouts and giveth me all these mystery troops in the Aldebaran system this turn. Alright, let's just write it off as a sacrifice to the gods. Some drones here. I can have these drones poke out his eyes there. What position were they in exactly? -6, 4. They were static. That's the right position. Attack move twice in case you need to chase. And then just stay there. Stay next to that warp point, I guess. You don't have sensor range, so you need to be right next to something to see it. I don't want to put you on it just in case there's mines there. But we will see if there's any ships coming through. The scout should also see it, but redundancy and such. Also, there's nothing else to do with them. Okay. You want orders here, multi-invasion fleet. I had you stay above this planet last turn. Defended against the battleships that went and destroyed another one. Now, yeah, I need to combine this fleet with the reinforcements in order to take on the last planet in the system. So let's just wait here for another turn. This fleet that has returned. No, they have their troops loaded again. I can just go and recombine into the main invasion fleet. Go. Here you're just fleeing for your dear life. I want to get scouts. Give me some scouts out. I just park them on some of these Slapner planets. I'm reasonably certain that he has the ability to see these. I'm not sure if he has a censorship and fleet. He has eyes around. Usually he's pretty conscientious about scouting. There's a satellite here on the edge of the system. He has scout drones around. So I would feel safer if my scout ship was in actually a defensible location. You just stay there and keep range. You there stay there as well. I'm going to use you to scout war points in the near future. Actually, maybe I should put you up here then. Just have you go take a position on one of these slurpy rolls as well, where you should be safe until I need you to penetrate through probably that war point, which goes to Kuirok, which should already be an equal system. So over here is his core. I mean, down here, really? His homeworld is, I believe, here, here. This one. But these are all systems under his direct and uncontested ownership. The meat of his empire. Okay, flags go home. Attack fleet, just roll over remaining planets in the system. The Kantaran defenses will not stand against you. This is the real question. Oh, he's chucked 3 planet shields onto this one. Yeah. I can just roll over the remaining Kantaran planets here. Detach something to take care of these 2 miners. I'm not damaging minefields, so I can just do that. Do we have a Rian or something I can detach? No, just big bad battleships. I have no drones. Some punchers. I might have problems punching through the... Oh, I do have drones, of course. I might have problems punching through the... I need to be in this group. The regeneration. I do not have a scanner with this fleet. Biggest fleet, no scouting. At least I have sensor range. Something I should do, just keep a scanner ship right next to them. Alright. Nothing to do but simulate the assault against this and queue up the rest anyway. Alright, queue simulate. What is it? Gold digger? There's no revisions on here. If the 2 punchers can take care of them. Before I embarrass myself by sending ships to chase down ships that cannot take them down. 2 punchers. Puncher. Bactianus, Pius, Puncher, U below it. Viscous? Oh, I just called him Puncher, the Didius class. Also ist die Kantar and Gold Digger. I have PD guns too. No. As long as I keep shooting one target, I can certainly do that. I have 2 APBs each. That's more than fine. Alright, no worries then. Just detach the punches. The support group. Attack that. Attack that. And then... You know what? Go there too. Attack that. And then you can stay within the Heidi asteroid belt. Who knows where the fleet will end up next turn. Okay. I'm assuming the fleet composition is much the same as what we simmed last turn. What we found in Cydonia. PBs, more surfies, more higher level PDs. These cruisers, RPR, and the BBs. It's a higher tech fleet. Less fleets, 3 Bs. It's not just 5 drones, they are groups that are stacked. Just can't see it. 17 drones in total. Yeah, it makes you wish you had a scanner right now, does it? I was getting a bit careless not keeping scouting units around. Okay, here's battleships. We do have designs on them. Here's 3 regenerators, a bunch of APBs, and wave motion gun, and a decent balance of shields and armor. Fine design, but nothing special. About equal value to one of my Davidexes. With how many Davidexes I have there, 60, I don't think I need to worry. What I do need to worry about is the planet. 6 facilities, 3 of them planet shield generators, and how many? 9 plus 8, 17. 17. 17 weapon platforms is a lot. These are VPUCs. Then he changed to anti-puck 5. VPUCs were his wave motion guns, yeah. Can I get a better view in this view? No, I can't. I can't check. Can't open the detail view of the planet there. I just want to have a name list of all the weapon platforms. Alright, let's sim that. Some 60 of my most modern battleships against that kind of planet. The drones may just die horribly. They may tank the less accurate APB, not APB, wave motion gun shots decently well. We will see. Let's prepare for the fight of the century. I'm gonna take Remus here. Set cargo. Oh, I cannot put shield generators on here. I'm going to need to simulate the shield generator facilities with my shield towers. Each shield tower has 6 generators. 7, there's one on the internal slot. They each have 340 points. Was it 7 times 340? Is this much? I have 3 times 12k points divided by this much is 15 of these shield platforms. It's going to change the battle a little bit once the shield is broken, since more shots are going to go onto these shield towers. But I think we can live. And then 17 of his platforms. So there's older ones, VPUCs, VPUCs. Oh, damn planet is full with all these shield towers. Need to get a bigger planet to simulate on. Use small, yes, but don't. Whatever, just take a medium one. Move 13 of those research centers. Add 15 shield generators. Now I'll go back to his own weapon platform designs. Most of the time for like 10 here. Most of the time that you spend on simulations is just a setup. Okay, and then you had 4 or 5 anti-pack 5s. I don't have those, I have these. So I'm just going to put a couple more on there than there are in actuality. Okay. Let's add the fleet, and I'm actually going to give it the real strategy this time. What was there? How many? 17 drones. Just going to assume they're all this design. Need to drag it back into the center of the screen, otherwise the scroll doesn't work. Scroll only works in the center of the screen. I'm scrolling all the time, and you can see how when I move my mouse here, the scroll will stop working once I put it to the side. It's certainly strange. Yeah, those are my designs. Where are the rest of his designs that I want to add? His surfies. And his peewees. And do I have designs for his cruisers? Were they these, or were they other ones? Like all his ships, they had a weird name. That is the only thing I remember about them. Okay. Those are PDs. Where was his other common destroyer design? It wasn't these. I think there are a couple in there at most. He's not using those. I cannot remember. I cannot. Surfies were his new ones with the wave motion guns. The Peewees were his PD heavy guns. Whatever. Just chuck in a few more Peewees and call it a day. Set a fleet. Create a fleet. Just one was enough. I'm not sure if they're all one task group or not. Defense strategy, retreat to colony. Attack strategy, retreat to colony, because I don't know who counts as the attacker and the defender in this battle. Formation, put them to something like diamond. So I stay relatively concentrated. And should have one of the battleships be the leader. There was also 1 or 3 cruisers in there. Which may have been these, may have been not. Does he have other cruiser designs? That's what the cruiser icon looks like. It might just be that we don't have the design. Whatever, let's just add 3. Alright. Now we just add a fuck ton of our own Davidexes and run the simulation. It's 30 of these. A couple of those and a couple of Falcons. Alright. More to 50. Starts at number 35 and goes up to 50. Yeah, let's simulate the drones as well. If we're going through the effort of setting this up properly, let's not cheap out on the drones. It's mostly Pios drones. Go, so these couple older ones. And the newer ones. And then newer ones. Alright, biggest battle we've simulated yet. I've not set fleet for my own ships. Maybe I should have done that to get more accurate results. Drones are going to fly ahead. They're going to meet their drones. Their drones are going to absorb my drone's shots. Maybe they're even going to attack and engage them and probably do some damage on them. You can see the drones being in 3 waves because they have 3 different speeds. The drones do not engage me because they're in the fleet. And the fleet is led by a ship, so they're trying to keep formation around the ship. That's fine. That means they're not going to absorb the missiles from my drones. Drones are now shooting. Some of them are starting to shoot planet, not the planet, but the ships behind it, which is giving the planet PD more time to shoot. But even the first volleys did not manage to scratch the shields. And now the drones are all trying to fly orbits around the planet, and they're going to get ground up by the fleet down there. Dumb behavior. Okay, once the fleet gets in range, the planet is just toast. You can see a couple of the Davidexes imploding, but nothing this place can do against 50 or 60 of them. Oh, ship exploding, and the E fleet just getting ground up. Okay, the missile drones look like they're largely thinned out. I don't see a lot of Pioses anymore. The Daredex is really carrying this. What was that about missile weapons being strong in the early game and falling off in the late game? You have just seen one such simulated battle that demonstrates that in action. Okay, I will engage. Okay. Let us assault this Kantaran world first, that Kantaran world first, and then this one. And because we are megalomaniacs, we are going to try to raise the rest of the system this turn as well. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And because we are megalomaniacs, let's try to move towards the next war point as well. See how far the fleet can get. There's a damaged ship and fleet. The speed will get slowed down anyway. If we're really unlucky, one of the Kantaran worlds here might be able to get an engine shot on one of my ships. We might not even make it to the battle. Okay, I want to see though, what was the ship design class I was missing? No, he was Insides, Peries, Surface. It was Insides, that was his other one. And Repairg. Those are not designs we have. I don't know what these cruisers are. They might be gimmick guns like shield imploders or something. Quantum tunnelers. What was his composition in the other battle? That's just mines. Oh, we did not engage in the other battle yet. He's here. He fled after all. Instead of fighting a fight he can't win. Yeah, it was in CD. For some reason I thought it wasn't the incinerator destroyers. Brain.exe stopped working. Does your brain run on Windows? That's embarrassing. Okay, you stay there. The invasion fleet stays here, as we have observed. And that's it for orders. Research. We're just going to dump everything in shields for this turn. Intelligence, there are no news. So we're going to run a couple more turns of the planet intel. There's these research you can do to make the intel better. But yeah, I don't know. Then let's go check our eco. We are pretty much break even, minus 2k on minerals. I don't think we're spending overly much on refits this turn, so everything should be fine. Just fine. Okay, the fleet in the south has orders. The fleet up here has orders as well. This has orders. We gave orders to these drones. We took care of auto construction, didn't we? Not all. This here space dock can build something. It's in Gambit. It's the first one here in Gambit, so you can build another space dock. Then another space dock in Viridian has been upgraded. You can start actually building something. There's another one. You also upgraded. Rexon. Let's go here, look at the other ones. Yeah, Mogai. Right, I was building the Mogais here, so you also build a Mogai. You can have a bigger wing of these. Clear that. Alright. Space dock up there, that's just Intensibri. Does it need anything? We need any support ships queued there? I don't know, so just build warship. Planet Intensibri without a job. One hidden here? Okay, you don't have anything to upgrade. Mining colony anyway, doesn't have much that could even be upgraded. Just go build a warship if you don't know what else to do with your life. And actually, let's obsolete the Derelics high energy. I just want to upgrade my existing high energies to regular Derelics and leave the wave motion guns to our most impressive, the Dreadnoughts. The dreadful Dreadnoughts. Alright. Q menu again. Okay. All space yards that are not in operation are from the yard ships. Let's go look through the icon list. There is one place here that has drones. 2 Didiuses. Let's go launch them. No, I don't want to open its queue. Who here has Didiuses? Who's hiding drones? The Inquisition cometh. There you go, launch them. Okay, one place in Pelagium. Has drones. Yeah, that's the one that we're building here from the yards. That is fine. Still building those. Everybody else with drones. No, looks like I launched them all last turn. Okay. I'm going to screenshot my economy now. We've increased our consumption a little bit more. For my allies' consumption, posted in our ally chat, not where I posted turn files. And that's it. There's still the communications tab that we hadn't looked at. We still have the tariff offer here open. I haven't heard from my ally this turn because I just played this right after processing. Maybe I'll accept it. Maybe I'll just let it be ignored. Let's see what he needs for these resources. I think he said he had enough minerals for the time being, so I would not like to increase it right now. Because another 5% of my increase of my minerals would be another 18k minerals in the hole, which I would prefer to not spend right now. I'm already in the negative. Alright, nothing major though. It's all stuff we can compensate for really easily. Save game. And hand it in.